Ray Chen. In this video, you will learn how to install an IPTV system in Djibouti with 100 rooms. We'll start by unpackaging this product. Let's get started. We began our trip on January 5th, 19 hours. Eventually, we reached Djibouti City. During our conversation with Mr. Ibrahim, we discovered that this project will have two new hotels, Site A and Site B. While they share the same interior design style, the number and location of rooms vary between them. Site A is an apartment-style hotel called Receving City Center Residence, just a 5-minute drive from Djibouti Airport. It has 100 rooms with furniture, amenities, and room service, ensuring a comfortable stay for guests.
Well, if you have something to cook, you can cook. Wow.
Site B, known as Receving Residence Corniche, is located half an hour away from Djibouti Airport near the seaside. This hotel offers 50 rooms with a lovely sea view, giving guests a delightful visual experience. Nearby, there is a football field and a large mosque. Djibouti is a tropical coastal country that remains hot all year round. It has a rich Islamic culture, with mosques seen everywhere, adding to its unique cultural charm. Mr. Ibrahim shared the problem faced by two hotels he manages in Djibouti. They can't get free high-definition TV channels. Djibouti doesn't have enough materials, so they have to import many goods from nearby countries. The TV market relies on analog TV, which charges hotels a lot of money every month based on the number of rooms. But analog TV have some obvious issues. It's expensive to buy the equipment and set up the wiring. The picture quality is poor, and there are even annoying snowy patterns on the screen. This problem also exists in some hotels in Africa and the Middle East. The hotel industry has been affected by things like changing exchange rates and wars over the years, which means they don't have as many customers as before and their influence is getting weaker. For new or under construction hotels, paying a monthly fee for low-quality paying TV with limited channel isn't a good use of money. Additionally, it has become crucial to enhance interaction with customers, extend the stay, and improve the overall experience. However, analog TV has a very limited functionality and cannot meet this requirement. Therefore, these hotels urgently need an affordable system that can provide both high-definition free TV programs and be compatible with their existing systems and services. To fulfill this demand, the FMUSER IPTV system has emerged. For the local hotel industry, our IPTV system is both a new and essential product. According to Mr. Ibrahim, whether it's Receving City Center Residence or Receving Residence Corniche, choosing RF analog TV or digital TV for this hotel project with 150 rooms will result in high costs for RF cable installation. However, using IPTV can avoid this hassle. Since the hotel has already prepared Cat6 Ethernet cables and fiber optics for the Wi-Fi network, they can also be used to transmit IPTV signals. In addition to providing high-definition free TV programs, they also need some customized local services, such as reminders for Muslim prayer times and other menu functions. Our IPTV system can meet their needs and can be customized according to the hotel's specific requirements. Through our system, they can provide accurate reminders for Muslim prayer times, catering to religious needs. Additionally, our system offers other menu functions, allowing the hotel to provide more personalized and diverse services. While talking, we arrived at Receving City Center Residence. Since we have a lot of work to do here, we decided to familiarize ourselves with the place first. Hi guys, this is Ray Chen and we have finally arrived to Djibouti. And you can see that the hotel behind me is the hotel we're going to install IPTV system, and it has 100 hotel guest rooms. Wow. And you can see that this is a very luxury hotel. The name is Receving Residence. This is the lounge. Very good place. The apartment-style hotel is perfectly situated in a prime location, within a 5-minute drive from the airport. Just outside the hotel, you will find the Djibouti Telecom site, where you can conveniently obtain a local SIM card, as well as a large mosque located just 50 meters away. Additionally, the hotel is surrounded by a variety of restaurants, fast food places, and a supermarket, ensuring a range of dining options at your doorstep, along with easy access to groceries and other necessities. Apart from its strategic location, the hotel boasts 5 buildings and 100 guest rooms, each thoughtfully designed to accommodate families of over 5 people comfortably, complete with full furniture, kitchenware, and exemplary room services. The hotel provides everything you need for a comfortable stay. Whether you are a family looking for a welcoming place to stay or a business traveler seeking long-term accommodation in Djibouti, this hotel is the perfect choice. Moreover, compared to other local hotels that offer entire house rentals, the prices are reasonable, ensuring a great value for your money.
You can cook some noodles.
Chinese food.
We like some salmon fish.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 4. Okay.
okay?
We first went to the control room since most of our daily work will be done there.
This is the rack.
Okay. So our IPTV server will installed here.
Yes. It's here. Then it goes to. I will show you how. Follow me.
Okay.
After introducing us to the control room, we went up to the rooftop. It offers a wide view and has good infrastructure. First, we inspected the cables and wires from the rooftop to the control room to ensure everything was in order. There, we confirmed that Wi-Fi City Center's residents had suitable conditions for installing UHF and satellite antennas. This included enough space for antenna installation and secure wiring with coaxial cables. After this visit, we have a better understanding of the current situation at Wi-Fi City Center residents and are prepared for future installation work. We're excited to see the hotel fully transformed once the system installation is complete. After evaluating both hotels, we'll begin by installing the hotel IPTV system at Site A, Wi-Fi City Center residents.
Yes, I can see my friend. We are going to the office today. We get the equipment from the airport. So tonight we would like to do a lot of good work. And my friend is here, a little bit stuck.
It's
welcome.
Africa.
Yes, guys. Welcome,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Thank you.
To do this, we break it down into the following steps. Installing main receiving equipment. This includes satellite and UHF receivers, IPTV servers, network switches, set-top boxes, and testing connections. Testing UHF antenna. We install UHF antennas and receivers, ensuring they receive local UHF channels properly. Testing set-top boxes. We test the set-top boxes to ensure they work correctly. Each one will be labeled for guest convenience. Testing satellite antennas. We install satellite receivers and antennas, ensuring proper reception of satellite channels. Training the local team. We provide training to the hotel staff on how to operate and manage the IPTV system. Through these installations, Wi-Fi City Center residents will have a complete IPTV system offering guests high-quality TV programs and a user-friendly experience. This will boost the hotel's competitiveness and increase customer satisfaction. Around 5 p.m., we received all the equipment for installing the FMUSER IPTV system. We sent each device to its designated location. Main receiving equipment will be connected and tested in temporary residence room 3208. After confirming they work properly, they will be installed on the rack in the control room. Antennas will be tested for operation. Once confirmed, they will be installed on the rooftop. As the satellite antenna needs rooftop installation, we first deliver the other equipment to the room 3208. We'll start by unpackaging this product. Let's get started. So now we have unpackaged all the stuff here of the hotel IPTV system. And I am now going to introduce these products one by one. So first, we'll look at this. And this is the UHF receiver. And the next one is the FTA free-to-air integrated decoder receiver. And this one is the IPTV Gateway. It is also known as the server. And this one is the never switch. And you can also see that here's the fiber module. And here's how to use this. So you find this way, you find this input port, you insert this into it. And that's how to use it. And you can also see that here is the IPTV setup boxes, and there are about 150 boxes here. Follow me. You can see that here's the accessories and cables. Here's the European standard converter. And you can see this is the waterproof electrical tape. And here's the ties with the stainless steel plastic one. It is for these cables, and this is the indoor coaxial RF cables. And the blue one is the Cat6 network cables. And here's the F-type connector. We use this connector to connect with these RF coaxial cables. And here's the ties. And here's the cables and accessory for this control room equipment. You can also see that there's a UHF booster. If we unpackage the goods, you can see there's products like this. This is the UHF booster. You can also see that this is the UHF Yankee antenna. We'll install this antenna on the rooftop. So here are all the equipment of this hotel IPTV system we are going to install in Djibouti with 150 rooms. So now we have unpackaged all the stuff here, and now we're going to test the UHF antenna system inside the guest rooms. Let's go. Before testing the UHF antenna and the satellite dish, we need to make sure all the signal receiving equipment is working correctly. To help you understand FMUSER IPTV system better, we'll create a detailed tutorial video explaining how to connect the system. But before that, let's briefly show you how the system works after receiving equipment is connected properly. Let's explore FMUSER's IPTV system and how its devices work. First, let's meet the devices. We have different types of equipment: satellite receivers, network switches, UHF receivers, and the IPTV server. The satellite receiver, located at the top, receives TV program signals from the rooftop satellite dish. We also have a UHF ground wave program receiver that captures free-to-air programs using an antenna and sends them into the system through a cable. Both of these devices provide TV programs input. We also have two network switches. The yellow cabled switch is the NMS management control switch, allowing engineers to remotely control the IPTV system. The blue cabled switch is the data switch. It distributes signals from the satellite receiver, UHF receiver, and other devices to individual floor switches, which then deliver the signals to set-top boxes in each room. The set-top boxes transmit TV programs to the TVs for viewing. System features. When you turn on the TV in the hotel, you will see a personalized welcome message with the front desk number. Guests only need to register the name at the front desk to have their own welcome message. On the details page, you can see the room number and add custom information like Wi-Fi password, weather forecast, and local time. The menu bar shows different TV functions in order, including live programs from HDMI, satellite, and UHF input, and video on demand, hotel information, dining, hotel services, nearby attractions, and more. This system doesn't rely on the internet and can work on the local network. It's ideal for areas with poor internet connection. This system is stable, reliable, and doesn't require excessive technical support. Through this smooth transition, we now have a better understanding of FMUSER's IPTV system and how its devices work. System connectivity. Now, let's talk about how the wires are connected in FMUSER's IPTV system. It may seem complicated, but we will explain it clearly. There are two types of cables, blue and yellow. All the yellow cables connect to a special management switch. These cables come from different places. The first one is from the MAS port of the satellite receiver, which is the management port connected to the management switch. The second yellow cable connects the service management port, labeled as CH7, used for MAS. The third yellow cable connects to the MAS management port of the UHF receiver. The fourth yellow cable connects to the satellite receiver, which has two NMS access points. The yellow cables are used to connect to a computer. This allows us to control each device and adjust settings using the computer's web interface. Even if the technical personnel are aboard or traveling, we can still remotely control and monitor the device's status through the network. It's easy to make changes like adding programs or adjusting room settings. So, in summary, the yellow cables are used for device control. After understanding the yellow cables, let's now talk about the blue cables. These cables are used to distribute programs. The programs go from the satellite receiver to the IPTV server and then to the rooms. The programs received by the satellite receiver are sent through the GE1 port to the CH3 input of the IPTV server. CH1 to 6 are similar input ports for satellite and UHF receivers. The UHF receiver has two blue cables. They input the received UHF program signals to the CH1 and CH2 input ports of the IPTV server. When all the receivers send program signals to the IPTV server, they are output through the data port on the IPTV server. The programs input to CH1 to 6 undergo internal processing on the IPTV server and are then output through the data port to the data switch. The IPTV server processes the data and sends it to the data switch. All the set-top boxes in the rooms can connect to the same switch. It doesn't matter if it is one floor or multiple floors, or if there are 100 or 500 rooms. They can all enjoy high-quality programs from FMUSER's IPTV system. When these devices receive program signals, they send them to FMUSER's FBE801 IPTV server. This server combines all the programs and converts the data as needed. Then, the data is sent from the server to the data switch through a single line. The data switch is connected to the switches on each floor, which then distribute the signals to the set-top boxes. The set-top boxes decode the IPTV programs and send the program content to the TV devices through the HDMI port. That's the complete working principle of the system. Next, I will provide a more detailed update on the on-site installation status of the FMUSER IPTV system, including UHF antenna testing and satellite dish testing. Testing UHF antenna. In this part, I will show you how to use a UHF antenna to watch local DVB-T2 programs. Assembling and connecting a UHF antenna. To begin, you will require a powerful UHF antenna capable of capturing UHF signals from a significant distance. FMUSER's Hotel IPTV solution offers a range of UHF antenna and receiver options that guarantee exceptional quality. We also provide customization and installation services for this UHF equipment, ensuring your seamless reception of local UHF programs. Once you have assembled the UHF antenna, connect the RF feeder's ends to the output port of the UHF antenna and the input port of the UHF receiver respectively. A secure connection between this input and output port is crucial for optimal reception of DVB-T2 signals. To achieve this, make sure the central copper wire of the feeder is trimmed to the appropriate length for insertion into the UHF receiver's input interface. You may use wire cutters to remove any excess cable sleeve. Wear anti-scratch gloves to protect yourself from sharp edges. After trimming the cable, align the central copper wire with the interface and firmly twist it until secure. Lastly, it is crucial to determine the optimal orientation for the UHF antenna. In our test case, We positioned the UHF antenna in front of the hotel room window and continuously adjusted its orientation to achieve the strongest signal strength during testing. Once you have completed the previous steps, proceed to log into the UHF receiver management background, setting up UHF antenna. Now, let's access the UHF receiver's management interface and make some adjustments to convert the RF signal into IP signal. To do this, we need to open a specific IP address. After entering the IP address, we'll be in the tuner section. We can see that the cables are already connected. Next, we open DVB-T and input the known frequency. Once we finish editing, we confirm the changes and refresh the interface. We'll notice that the UHF antenna signal we just connected is excellent, showing a quality display of 90%. This means our UHF antenna is successfully connected to the UHF receiver. Program configuration. Now, let's configure the programs by accessing the settings interface. We'll choose the programs we want and perform the scrambling. Here are the steps. First, open the interface for the number 2 input. If you don't see any programs, click Refresh to update the list. Then, click Open to see the available programs. There are 15 programs obtained from the selected frequency. Check the boxes next to the programs you want to transfer from RF input to IP output. If the programs are encrypted, choose CAMA, CAMB, or BISS as needed. If they are not encrypted, select Others. On the right side, you will see a large number of programs. Click Parse Program to see them scrolling. This completes the configuration of the setting interface. IP configuration. Now, let's set up the IP configuration. Make sure to uncheck the MPTS option. With this setting, there are 16 programs in total. Each program corresponds to one of the 16 programs we selected to receive, like Program 1, Program 2, Program 3, up to Program 16. Click the Apply button to finish the setup. All the RF to IP conversion operations are now complete. Of course, if needed, we can also choose to transmit each program using the SPTS method according to our requirements. Now, let's explain how the UHF signal is received by the UHF antenna and enters the UHF receiver through the coaxial cable. We have set up the UHF receiver system and accessed it using the network management system for configuration. Once the setup is complete, the program source will be sent from the UHF receiver back panel through the blue cable to stage 1 program input port of the IPTV server. From there, all the programs will be transmitted through the data port to the switch, and then to the set-top boxes in each room. Each set-top box has an HDMI output to connect the programs to the TV. After setting up our UHF receiver, the signals have been converted to IP signals successfully. Now, our server will receive these signals from the UHF receiver. If you have any questions or are interested in the setup details, feel free to contact us using the provided contact information on the screen. We respond to you promptly and address your inquiries. Set-top box testing and labeling. After testing all the UHF antennas needed for Wi-Fi city center residents, we will now test the set-top boxes in the rooms. The testing steps are simple. First, get a list of room numbers and print the labels for each room using a label printer. Then, take out the set-top box from its box and connect the power, HDMI, and Ethernet cables. Next, log into the set-top box settings on the IPTV server and adjust it to match the room number. Then, attach a label with the room number to each set-top box. Finally, put the labeled set-top boxes back into the original boxes and mark the box with the room number. To help the local team understand the process better, we have invited them to participate in the testing. This will improve their understanding and skills in operating the set-top boxes. In the future, they can become local experts in the IPTV system, which will greatly enhance their professional growth. FMUSER's Hotel IPTV solution is a complete package that provides all the necessary equipment. We pay attention to every detail to ensure perfect delivery to your hotel. Each set-top box is labeled with the room number and tested to ensure perfect quality and 100% functionality. We also keep a record of the room number and set-top box in the IPTV system. If any set-top box encounters issues, our system can quickly locate and resolve the problem. When you choose to purchase this IPTV system from FMUSER, we ensure that the minor details like label attachment won't be a hassle for you. We guarantee the flawless operation of the entire system, reducing your hotel's maintenance costs. Contact us today for demo of the Hotel IPTV system and the latest updates. Satellite dish testing. After testing the UHF antenna and set-top boxes, we now move on to testing the satellite programs. So, for hotels to access multiple high-quality and free satellite programs, besides purchasing FMUSER's complete hotel IPTV system, there are a few preparations to consider. First, prepare a well-equipped equipment room and install racks for a suitable installation environment for satellite equipment. Second, provide a localized list of satellite programs, specifying the names and frequencies of the desired programs. Third, purchase and install satellite antennas and cable routing to ensure the reception and transmission of satellite signals. This preparation will help hotels have a wide range of satellite program options and provide guests with a better viewing experience. Before starting the installation, make sure installers are familiar with satellite antennas because professional installation and calibration will ensure strong signal for satellite programs. Here's an explanation of the working principle from FMUSER engineers. So, TV programs are produced by content providers using professional equipment, encoded into the digital format, and then transmitted to a satellite uplink facility. From there, they're beamed up with a geostationary satellite, which broadcasts the signals to a designated coverage area where satellite dishes are installed at the various locations, including hotels. These satellite dishes are equipped with the dish reflectors, which capture and concentrate the incoming signals. Additionally, they feature an LNB connector that demodulates and decodes the received signals, allowing for further processing. The number of outputs on LNB connector depends on the specific satellite being connected. For instance, if you need to receive both low band and high band frequencies, as well as horizontal polarization and vertical polarization simultaneously, an LNB quad will be required. Such an LNB supports multiple configurations like HH, HV, LH, and LV. To connect the LNB, a coaxial cable is directly attached to the input port of the satellite receiver, which is typically installed in the main control room's rack. In the case of the FBE801 free-to-air satellite receiver, it offers 8 input ports, allowing the reception of programs from up to 8 different satellites. However, if fewer programs are needed, the number of the input can be reduced by utilizing jumper wires. Each jumper wire connects the input port to an output port, enabling the selection of options from fewer than 8 inputs. Each coaxial cable originating from the LNB represents a distinct satellite input, encompassing various frequencies and program packages. To ensure proper functionality, it is advisable to use a satellite finder to individually test each frequency before connecting them to the satellite receiver. By recording the working frequencies and accessing the management system, desired programs options can be selected. The RF signals are eventually outputted, undergo decoding within the satellite receiver, and then transmitted to the IPTV hardware server for further processing and distribution across the hotel's network. In this manner, the satellite and the satellite receiver work seamlessly with the FMUSER IPTV system, enabling the transformation of RF signals into IP for efficient distribution and viewing. For smooth installation service, our engineers need a big, bright, and roomy space. This allows for better flexibility and scalability. You will also need to buy a 48U high rack to accommodate IPTV system equipment like satellite receivers, UHF receivers, network switches, IPTV servers, and more. So please make sure to prepare a similar equipment room like this. So guys, I will show you the control room of this hotel. Let's go. So as you can see that this is the control room of the hotel where we installed the IPTV system, and this is the 19-inch rack. You can see that this is a fiber switch, and this is the UHF receiver, and this is the network switch. We also have a computer down there. So when we have the signals here, it means that the satellite dish is successfully installed. We will also have server and UHF receiver, satellite receiver, and many other cables and accessories put in this rack. You can also see here's the power box, and here's the working space, and you can see that here's the UPS supply, and here's the monitoring area, and also the fire alarm system. So this would be a standard control room of a hotel. Preparing the satellite program list. Next, consult experienced local satellite dish installers to gather information about popular TV programs in your area. Before requesting FMUSER's localized installation services, ensure you have a final satellite program list for our engineers to set up. Include details like satellite frequencies, symbol rates, and program listings. If you face any difficulties in selecting the program list, reach out to us through the provided channels. Our engineers will assist you and address any concerns. We're committed to provide professional consultation and tailor-made solutions for you. Purchasing and installing satellite antennas. Next, you will need to buy and install satellite antennas. In FMUSER's Hotel IPTV solution, we offer two options for getting the antennas. First, we can handle the procurement and hire a local installation team. We provide high-quality satellite antennas and work with professionals to ensure correct installation and calibration for the best signal quality. Alternatively, you can buy the satellite antennas directly and hire a local installation team. If you have preferences or existing partners, you can use your own antennas. We provide technical support to make sure they work well with our hotel IPTV system. No matter which option you choose, we ensure the quality and performance of the satellite antennas. We also offer technical support and guidance for successful installation. To start, since it takes time to construct a large satellite antenna, we initially used a small one to receive NiceSat satellite programs. Our engineers took the elevator to the rooftop of the Refi City Center residence, where we saw cables and a small satellite antenna that hadn't been installed yet. For the on-site inspection, we sought help for installation engineers at Feasibility Telecom who were experienced in selecting satellite programs. Once again, we stress the importance for hotel owners to hire professional satellite antenna installers to avoid delays in the IPTV system project. In addition to the satellite antenna, LNB, and cables, you will need tools like satellite finder, electrical tape, cable cutters, and F connectors. Ensure correct installation and alignment of the satellite antenna for good signal reception. Transmit it to the equipment room via coaxial cables. Following these steps ensures the smooth operation of the satellite system. If your satellite finder or IPTV server doesn't show signal strength bars, it means the satellite antenna isn't aligned correctly. Continuously adjust the satellite's orientation for the best signal strength.
Yes. Do you know how to drive? If something happens, run.
Into the sea. We swim back to China.
Until China.
See, this is the Site B hotel, and there are 50 hotel rooms.
Okay.
So now we're going to go around. Very beautiful place.
Main control room. Yes, 4 apartments. That's which I will play. I will go.
Okay.
You can.
So I will go around.
Yeah.
Okay. Take your time.
The control room is located on the first floor of the building. We plan to install the antennas on the rooftop. The building has the same design as the Refi Center residence. After inspecting Refi residence cornice, we returned to Refi City Center residence in the evening. The satellite antenna installation by Feasibility Telecom staff was completed. To check it, we used the satellite finder and tested a program from the list. We entered the program frequency and our details. Feasibility Telecom adjusted antenna's position, ensured a stable signal and good reception. We confirmed the small satellite antenna was working well. Hi guys, this is Ray, and we're now in the rooftop with the dish antenna, and I'm going to introduce you with the dish antenna and explaining how it works. So you can see that this is the satellite dish antenna, and it has a dish to receive the signals from out of the universe. It concentrates the signals to the LNB quad, and the LNB quad is connected with a coaxial cables, and the coaxial cables will transfer the signals to the control room. So throughout the installation of the dish antenna, the most important thing is to first prepare a programmed list from the satellite. The second thing is the installation of the dish. You have to move from left to right, from up to down, and finally you have a concrete location and you can receive the signals. So FMUSER is a turnkey solution provider for hotel IPTV system and hospital IPTV system and IPTV system for residents and IPTV system for many other applications. If you have any questions about products, feel free to ask away. We're always listening. Simultaneously, our local team finished the job for satellite and UHF antenna installation at Site 8 and Site B. We created a simple testing environment in the room, mimicking the installation of an FMUSER IPTV system in the equipment room, on the rooftop, and in the guest rooms. Mr. Tom, is it good?
The signal is very good from the UHF. Good.
We selected programs from NiceSet, Eutelsat, BarSat, and ArabSat based on the hotel's preferences. The client then chose which satellite programs to keep. Using FMUSER's IPTV system, we added these programs to the FBE801 IPTV server for testing, and everything went smoothly.
The channels DE, SMTV.
Technical training. We also kept our promise to provide IPTV training to the local team, actively involving them in our daily operations. They gain comprehensive knowledge about FMUSER's hotel IPTV system, understanding its significance for hotels and the advantages it offers over cable TV. During the training, they learned how to properly wire and connect Ethernet cables, coaxial cables, and jumper wires to the final ports. Moreover, they acquired the skills to test each set box, apply labels for easy recognition in the management system, and recognize and operate various devices used in FMUSER's hotel IPTV system, such as free-to-air satellite receivers, UHF receivers, and network switches. With their understanding of the management system and these devices, they can now add more TV channels by inputting the corresponding parameters and receive desired TV programs not only from satellites, but also from UHF signals. Additionally, if they ever need to upgrade the IPTV system in the future, we can provide the necessary equipment, and they will be capable of handling the installation and configuration themselves. This achievement is crucial as they are now officially authorized as FMUSER's IPTV system engineers, enabling them to assist other local hotels with flawless IPTV system installations. This not only enhances their career experience, but also helps them earn a living. For FMUSER, it signifies the expansion of our family in Djibouti. The FMUSER team has nearly finished the on-site IPTV deployment in Djibouti. Let's review. Faced challenges along the way, but like Djibouti's tropical climate, we overcame everything smoothly. The kindness and hard work of our African friends made a lasting impression on FMUSER. With their help, we quickly finished setting up and delivering the hotel IPTV system in just a few days, laying the groundwork for a long-term partnership. FMUSER will continue to cooperate and offer tailored IPTV solutions for hotels, resorts, apartment, government agencies, correctional facilities, and educational institutions of all sizes and budgets. We provide customized services like equipment procurement, on-site installation, technical training, and after-sales support. Beyond IPTV system, we also offer comprehensive solutions for hotels. including IP telephony, fire alarm system, public address system, CCTV system, digital signage, and control room furniture. If you want more information, contact FMUSER through the provided channels. FMUSER's journey begins in Djibouti, but it doesn't end there. Our ambitious goal is to form partnerships with hotels across Africa, the Middle East, and worldwide, seamlessly deploying our hotel IPTV solutions. FMUSER is on the way. So this is the end of our video. Please like the video below and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. See you!